Now let's finish this up, now that I've laid out all the teams. The MVP of the league, I'm going to say LeBron wins it again. I think he does something so good this year that even the voters can't get bored of voting for him a second time. I see a lot of people saying that people are going to be bored of voting for LeBron the second year in a row and they'll give it to Dwight or Chris. I'm going to say LeBron wins it again by being so far and away the best player in the league, they can't deny him. Rookie of the Year, Blake Griffin. I don't see anyone else competing, really, because Griffin's going to start, Griffin's going to get minutes, Griffin's going to get opportunities. I don't know if any of these other rookies are going to get the same chances he's going to get. And Griffin's going to be on a good team, or at least an average team. Defensive Player of the Year, I'm going to say goes to Dwight Howard again, but that reward really means nothing because at this point it's all about name recognition and blocks, and really, it just doesn't mean that much anymore. Coach of the Year, I thought about this one for a while. I think it's going to be Greg Popovich. I think he's going to lead the Spurs to the best record of the Tim Duncan era. And I think that'll be worth Coach of the Year to Greg Popovich. And I'm kind of rooting for it to happen because usually the unknown coaches win Coach of the Year, and I think once in a while it's nice to give it to the guy who's actually the best. Let's see, how do I see the playoffs playing out? Well, let's just cut to the chase. I think the Lakers will probably beat the Spurs in the Western Conference Finals. In the East, this is really tough. I'm going to say Cleveland beats Boston in the Eastern Conference Finals. And in those finals, I think LA repeats. I think LA is going to repeat. I just really think they are coming back this year with the best team, and I think it's going to be a fun year, but ultimately it's going to be one of those 4 teams, and we just all kind of sort of have to accept that. Let's see, what other awards are there? Most Improved Player, I'm going to say Derrick Rose. I know he was good last year, but I think he's going to be a monster this year, so I'm going to go with Derrick Rose for that. Comeback Player of the Year, I'm going to say Carlos Boozer because he was awful last year until the very end of the playoffs. So I'm feeling Carlos Boozer maybe getting some attention because Utah will do okay. And I think that'll be enough to get him Comeback Player of the Year. All-Star teams, well, I don't know, but best... well, let's go first team All-NBA. Point guard... I'm sorry. That's disgusting, sorry. Point guard, Chris Paul. Shooting guard, I'm going to say Kobe because he's going to be on the best team. Small forward, LeBron. I mean, that's kind of a no-brainer. Power forward, I'm going to say... I don't know, Dirk or Duncan. God. I'm going to say Dirk. Center, Dwight Howard. Second team, Darren Williams. Shooting guard, Dwayne Wade. Small forward, I'm going to say Carmelo Anthony. Power forward, Tim Duncan. Center, Yao Ming's not playing this year. That really sucks. I'll miss Yao Ming. I'm not a huge fan of him as a player, but it's nice to have him around because he seems like a cool guy. So, second team center, well, maybe the Spurs will put Duncan at center and he'll compete for that, but I'm going to say Amare Stoudemire has a nice little year. Even though the Suns aren't going to be very good, I'm going to say Stoudemire because the centers in this league are kind of weak. Third team, Tony Parker for point guard. Shooting guard, I'm going to go with Michael Redd. A little bit of an upset there. Let's see. Power forward, third. No, excuse me, I'm skipping things. Small forward, I'm going to say Kevin Durant. I just don't think he's going to get the same kind of attention as LeBron and Carmelo because he's going to be on the worst team of the 3. Third team power forward, Kevin Garnett might get it on name recognition, actually. I'm going to go with David West. I think David West does well this year. And third team center, Emeka Okafor, I guess. Might even be Shaq, as sad as that is. And that's really about it. That's my NBA preview. I broke down pretty much everything I could think of. And season starts tomorrow, guys. Let's have fun. I'll see y'all later.